Hey, good morning. It's Grandpa Jim. The other day, I finally had a chance to do a broadcast from the roof of a building, which is awesome. So I promised, especially on my podcast, that I was going to do that one day. So it was great to get that done. Here in Wisconsin, the winters are just crazy long. But some of you today might be losing hope and through this crisis, and I see nothing but hope. One thing the coronavirus can't take from us is our smile. It can't take away our hope. It can't take away my sense of humor. It can't take away my friendships. Well, I suppose maybe if we're not practicing good hygiene and social distance, that could be a reality. So far, I've been really blessed. I do have a friend that her friend did catch the virus, but did have underlying issues. So anyways, I wanted to talk about goal setting today because this is a great time. In Chinese philosophy, one of the things they say is tragedy is opportunity. So right now, what's been great, and I think a lot of people are discovering this right now, I've been able to do some intellectual stimulation and find things that I've been trying to research on the web. And so, that's been a great opportunity. I want to show you something really quick. These videos, I want to empower you. I want your everyday life to get better and better. And it's something you got to work at. I always like the image of a steam engine because every time I see a steam engine, a train, they're always going through beautiful mountains and it takes work. You got to load, some coal into that steam engine to get it moving, and you need to put work. Your goals, your changing your life in different ways doesn't happen magically. So anyways, I want to show you something real quick. I'm not going to overproduce these things. I always want to speak from the heart. I want you to think you're my friend right now because I love you. I've been through the ringer with mental health, addiction, and you can climb your way out of that hole because I have. But anyways, I want to show this really quick. And let me see how I can turn this thing around. Can I turn it around? I thought I could. Maybe I can't. Here, I'm going to flip this over. But hopefully you can see this book page. And I work off of this called the Wellness Wheel. I have no idea what you're looking at right now. But anyways, you can Google these or go online. And I want you to be able to improve yourself in 8 different dimensions of your life. If one of these areas is not in balance, if it's flat on this wheel, you won't roll through life like a wheel. And we want you to roll through life like a wheel. We want you to roll through life like a bullet train wheel. We want you to get you humming along. So anyway, I hope you were able to see that. Otherwise, you could Google the wellness wheels. They're all over on the internet. Just go to Google, type in wellness wheel in the search box and images, and you will, find the wellness wheel. So I wanted to talk to you today about 2 parts of this wellness wheel. But first, let's talk about goal setting. So goal setting, you're gonna want to sit down. I did publish a book on this. It's called "What Color Is Your Brain Scan." That was from there, from the book. But I'm not here to sell you anything other than just having a good day. So I'm not going to show the book. If you want to research it and go find the book, it's online. It's cheap. The first issue, the first thing that I ever put online, first book I ever wrote, Amazon had uploaded it and they uploaded the wrong file, and that was that book. And so when they uploaded an old file, the front page was just disastrous. And so somebody read the book really quickly and then just hammered it with bad marks. And so then eventually Amazon did get the right file up there. The city of Milwaukee, the county of Milwaukee, just gave me the green light to use the book to help people with mental health and addiction problems. And so you might want to check out that book. But again, I'm not here to sell you a book. The money that I make off the book is so minuscule. I'd have to sell a bazillion to, so that ain't why I'm here. I like to help people. I like to empower people. I like to get you up and running because it's inside of you, and it's just a sleeping giant, and we just got to nudge him and get him moving. So I want to talk about goal setting. I like to talk about a metaphorical place. I call it Motivation Central Station, and that's why this page is called Motivation Central Station. So you go into the train station and you're going to buy the ticket to where you want to go. What's your dream? Do you want to write that book? Do you want that awesome career? Do you want that awesome education? What is it? So that's your biggest chunk you're going to put on whatever area you're working in your life. So let's say we're working on something I want to talk about today is the environmental part of your social wheel. This is a great time right now. I studied Chinese philosophy just for a little bit, but one of the things in Feng Shui is if you're not having, a good day, and there's a lot of research around this too, is that if you start cleaning something in your home, you're organizing that drawer or whatever, it's awesome to take away anxiety. It's depression. It helps get you moving. And the nice thing when you're cleaning or reorganizing things, you can see the results. So even if it's just 2 minutes in a silverware drawer that's just been out of control, to slow down, and take that little bit of time to put that in, that's a small goal, and so, so anyway, so if you want to do that college or take that dream trip, the career, you're going to put that down first. And then what steps do I need to take to get to that? So I want to go to college. Okay, which college? So I'm going to get online probably. I'm going to search for what degree do I want to work on? And slowly build these steps. Like I had a dream of getting a couple of degrees in mental health, AODA counseling, drug and alcohol counseling. And so, I went and found out which colleges in our area offered that program. And then I went, and it was a lot of tiny little steps, it was keeping the drawer clean at home, the silverware drawer clean. It was getting kids off to school in those days. And then, doing the homework, getting up a little earlier so I always worked better in the morning, I thought, when I was fresh. And so slowly and little, that's the other thing too, is you can't, once you get on these things, commit. Like I see the vision, like the architect has a blank piece of paper and he puts his drawing of what he wants to build on that paper, and there's a process and it takes time to do that. And so you definitely got to be patient with yourself too, but you're going to put this on paper so you can visualize it and see it, And so the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is, so the environmental part of our wheel, cleaning the house. Am I living in a safe neighborhood? I'm sure, as time goes on here, there's going to be some availability on properties. Unfortunately, I think this is going to affect a lot of people. And so, maybe you plan, I want to get out of this dangerous neighborhood. I want to get somewhere safe. And so, there's ways to make that happen too, start looking online. Or, in our area here, if you have a mental health diagnosis, you'll have somebody that can do that, and that's the other thing I might as well talk about real quick. If you have a drug addiction or you have mental health, there is a lot of people trying to help you. The resources are there. So don't wait till it's too long. When I was younger, I lost 4 friends by the age of 28 from alcohol, basically. We didn't have the opioids that were out there today. So, definitely take some action and go get yourself some help right now before we do anything else today on here. So then, it's a great time to take care of those problems around the house, that leaky faucet, that sort of thing. But I want to talk about the emotional part of your wheel too. And maybe you're feeling a lot of anger today. Maybe you have that anxiety going. Your depression feels like it's on top of you. It's time to reach out and call a friend. Who are some of your go-to people? Do you have go-to people in your life? Like, a parent, a sibling, a child for support. I don't really like adults dumping their stuff on their children. I really think that we lead by example with our children. But so you want to pick up that phone if you're having really severe anxiety, get a hold of your family physician. There's a lot of resources. Mental Health America is one to go to online and that. So I don't want to drag this out too long today, but I'm just happy to spend a little time with you today. Grandpa Jim, Motivation Central Station. I do a podcast too. It's on Anchor, Spotify, same thing, Motivation Central Station, Empowerment from Grandpa Jim. So, hey, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I probably went on a little too long because that's my gig. That's what I do usually. But have a wonderful, awesome day. Try to go help somebody out today. And if there's anything, share what's going on inside of you with somebody. But if there's anything that will help you get out of yourself, is to help another. So I love you all. You have a wonderful, prosperous day, and God bless you.